We're bringing Robert Exel again, the editor-in-chief of Boxing.com. Now, Saturday, Robert, in Buenos Aires, Argentina. It's the first title fight, I believe, since the mid-'90s in Argentina. Sergio Martinez puts his belt on the line against Great Britain's Martin Murray. Let's start with the champion, Sergio Martinez. He has been really wanting to go back to Argentina, and he convinced his promoter, Lou DiBella, to take him to Argentina, have a title fight there. He hasn't been there for a long time. He went from Argentina to Spain, and then he came to the United States, where he has had so much success. What do you make of this fight, and how do you think that he will, outbox Martin Murray?
An exciting fight. I mean, I think every fight that Sergio Martinez has is an exciting fight. And the fact that he's returning to the country that he left, that he hasn't fought in for a decade, actually fighting in the same stadium in which he performed as a soccer player, makes this interesting. It adds different kinds of wrinkles. He's being treated like a homecoming hero, and indeed he is a homecoming hero. He's the boxing hero who left as a soccer player. He's coming back as a boxing star. So much is being made of this fight, especially in Argentina. His opponent is undefeated. He's a tough guy, a tough kid. Will put up a good fight, but we've seen other opponents from Great Britain who were tough guys, tough kids, putting up good fights, and of course Sergio Martinez defeated them. I'm expecting that to happen again in Buenos Aires Saturday night.
Now, Martinez is 38 years old. He beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in one of the best 12 rounds we have ever seen in a title fight. Basically, the market that they saw with that fight against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was that, wow, a lot of Argentinians came out for this fight. And a lot of Mexicans came out for it, obviously, because they want to support Chavez Jr. But there was a huge market for it. A lot of people came from Argentina to Las Vegas for Martinez's fight. Now, he's fighting for the first time in Argentina since 2002. That fight against Chavez was amazing, in my opinion, at least. The world middleweight champion. However, he's 38 years old. He started fighting at a late age. We all know that, and we all know, as you informed us, of his soccer playing days turned boxer. How much longer can he possibly keep this up?
I think he can keep this up certainly as long as he probably wants. I mean, he is not a beaten-up fighter. He doesn't have that amateur experience, which really sort of serves him well in terms of the number of punches he's taken to the head, especially when he was a child. He has told his mother, apparently, that he promised her that he would not box past the age of 40. That's according to his promoter, his manager, Samson Lefkowitz. Whether that's so or not, I mean, Hopkins made promises to his mother that he did not keep. Perhaps Martinez will do the same. But something tells me I think Martinez has got a few more fights left in him, and then he's going to call it a day. I mean, he's the kind of person who can have a life after boxing. Many boxers cannot. I think Martinez is going to be the exception that proves the rule.
And he's also very good with the media. He speaks very well. He sounds like a very humane person during those press conferences. So if he were to get into promotions, I don't see why that would be a problem. Maybe even pull a Jay-Z and go into being an agent. Who the hell knows? But, you know, he's facing Martin Murray, who is 8 years younger. He's 6 feet tall. A top 10 contender is Martin Murray. Now, he lost to Felix Sturm in a fight that he won in Germany. He had to go to Sturm's backyard. He's also being promoted by Ricky Hatton. What does he bring, and can he possibly pull an upset against Martinez?
He's a good fighter. He's a boxer. He's got some power. He can move. I mean, he's a younger man. But nobody moves the way Martinez moves. Sergio Martinez is really his own creation. He's like Ali in that way. No trainer would ever teach a fighter to fight the way Sergio Martinez fights. So Martinez is very unconventional in the ring. I mean, he's his own creation. He's going to fight, as he always fights, which is using the ring, using his legs, moving. A hard target to find, a hard target to hit. And I think that's going to be Murray's experience when he fights Martinez tomorrow night.
Now, I'm pretty sure you already informed us of your pick. I believe you said that it will be Sergio Martinez. I agree with you. However, do you think that it'll be through a stoppage? Do you think it'll go to decision? What have you?
I think it's going to be a late round stoppage, much as when he fought Matthew Macklin. It's going to be a late round stoppage. He's going to break him down slowly but surely, take his time, pick his shots, and I think probably by the 11th round, I think Martin Murray's out of there.
Do you think there's any added pressure? Last question for you. Do you think there's any added pressure to Sergio Martinez? First time coming back since 2002. His last fight was in 2002. I mean, there's going to be 60,000 plus fans at this stadium in Buenos Aires. A lot of people rooting for him. Is there any added pressure at all, or is he just sort of embracing the moment?
I think he's embracing the moment, but that Sergio is also a very cool customer. He is a good, very unruffled character. He's very self-contained. You'll get no Zab Judah outbursts from Sergio Martinez. So he's going to take it in his stride. Most boxers, when they're in the ring, they're not even aware of the crowd. I mean, they could be fighting in an empty auditorium, and the experience would be the same for them. And again, Sergio is very composed, and he's going to be very composed when he fights Martin Murray.
Martin Murray also said, he was quoted during the press conference, that he also doesn't care about the crowd. He doesn't care about anything. He's just going to go in there and do his job. So hopefully we see a good fight on Saturday night, a triple header between HBO and Showtime. Robert Exel, the editor-in-chief of Boxing.com. You guys can follow him on Twitter, by the way, at boxing_com, where he clashes with the beasts of the boxing industry. And also follow his great writing at www.boxing.com. Robert, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next week.
Excellent. Thank you, Rick.